My name is Shalom Agtarap, and I believe a practice of gratitude is to celebrate the pilgrimage, not the arrival. In Canada and the United States, Thanksgiving is celebrated on a particular day. For people of faith, however, there's a spiritual component to it, and some of us might even have a worship service or celebration on that particular day. But I am so glad that there are movements that extend the day celebration into the whole month. Have you seen these 30-day gratitude challenges? Or maybe you've taken part in 30 days of thankfulness. This is good. This is stretching those of us who stop the madness for only about a day, or really only as long as a Thanksgiving meal, and extend that practice of gratitude to the entire month. But what would it be like if we focus less on the holiday of Thanksgiving and more on the daily living of it? You know, there are many spiritual traditions who practice celebrating the harvest, the cycles of the seasons, embracing the impermanence of life, those who practice gratitude on a consistent basis. Jewish siblings do this when celebrating Sukkot, a time of celebration for the harvest and how God has provided. During this week-long festival, families and friends gather under makeshift, impermanent dwellings to remember the time when their ancestors journeyed through the wilderness, once they were freed from slavery in Egypt, while they were on the way, while they were in process. They are remembering a time in their history where they were on pilgrimage and had not yet arrived, yet God remained with them. Another tradition that celebrates the impermanence of life is Buddhism. Mandalas have become more popular with coloring books and pre-printed templates, but Tibetan Buddhists have this practice of sand mandalas. They take several weeks to create meticulous works of art, simply magnificent. And then with careful ritual, they destroy it. My own soul reminds me that when I hold on too tightly to my expectations, to my schedule, even my goals, I am not able to celebrate the journey, and gratitude eludes me. I overwork myself, I find it hard to be patient with others, I'm irritable, and I just want to get there. When we hold a little too tightly to our stuff, our relationships, our schedules, you can fill in the blank, we are not able to be present to the pilgrimage we are already on. My own family has always moved. As a daughter of a pastor, this is common. 6 different cities before I reached 10 years old. There was an enduring sense to all of us that we were pilgrims on the way. We moved because there is a force that sends and calls. And while that impermanence has its shadow sides, it's also oriented me to a way of seeing God's presence with me in every new town, every new school, in every welcome wagon and act of hospitality. When we begin to orient our lives to celebrating the journey, when we're about the pilgrimage rather than the arrival, we experience gratitude along the way.